Alright. Wait, this one's dice too, bro. Is everybody switching to dice now, dude? Fuck that, bro. The cards are where they're at.
Dude, McCrispy's fucking dominate. Holy shit. What's this?
Chop Barrage is not going to connect onto Levi, but was pretty scary. So they are going to get out of there.
And Gam, as soon as they get the flash, I think they don't want to overextend into a Nocturne counter again, because that's the one thing. I think they definitely have enough damage to take down Yonder if they do chase. But you do run the risk of Umti just ulting in. Could have been a big
Was it crispy though? Yeah, it was pretty crispy.
Just the flash. I think TL will happily take this trade if they can get the Dragon.
Yeah, exactly. Since you invested 2 ultimates there, there's no way you're fighting Dragon, so...
Have I ever knocked before? No.
Just slip in and hold on to the Nocturne ult. Nocturne ult, holding this actually puts a lot of pressure just by keeping the cooldown available.
Yeah.
The first Nocturne ultimate here kind of hanging over the heads of all of the laners. So...
And entrance comes down a little bit late on the Steadfast presence.
There's no fucking way this is 100,000 viewers. The chat is slower than mine.
Forward, something dangerous when you don't have a flash, but of course with Arcane Shift, not having flash on Ezreal.
The chat is literally slower than mine.
Seeing whether there was going to be a cheeky poppy underneath the turret.
And life's looking decent for Kiaya, who has been mostly left alone, able to pick up the couple of assists. Still doing good in the 1v1, but outside of that...
Slow mode doesn't...
A bit dire here.
That's not what slow mode means, idiots.
Levi and Kiaya. And Levi, still completely even in farm, obviously. Didn't have his ultimate yet in that first fight, which is why, even with the nice clone play, we didn't see him too much of an impact. Maybe this
could be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, Counter-Strike not going to connect there. Levi gives away his position. So now Impact can play a little bit more carefully, especially with Umpty in the area. Paranoia in hand. Bait this one out. As, okay, looking for a little bit of a gank, but there's the Paranoia towards the river. The grand entrance is gorgeous, and this is why we liked seeing the Rakan locked in. This combo is beautiful, and Core JJ on a killing spree.
Well, Core JJ also kind of deserves some, because he's the one who found the target there and stayed right next to him to lock him up.
He chain. He did his work, but come on, Kobe.
He's taking his price, okay? That's our team.
I don't know any of these
right
people.
There. Ideally, of course, want a little bit more gold on the damage characters, but
you still get an ultimate Hunter stack, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, Rakan getting a bit tankier.
Pro League is lame. This used to be the shit, dude. Everyone used to watch this. Like 2017. 2016.
Certainly being protected a lot by his support and jungle so far this game, and you can see it has spelt an even lane state. We have seen some Cassantes really fall behind in this matchup and then just kind of not amount to very much. I think a lot of the idea of this champion in this matchup is that you get to the late game and you do more because you're a little bit more of a frontline than Jax otherwise would be. You can do those Cassante things that Showmaker spams all the time and makes people upset.
This is not 100k viewers, dude. There's no fucking way. No shot.
A bunch of times already as well, but he's very, very happy to play for his team, which on some champions you just can't get away with. And Cassandra is one of them. Like, once you hit your 2-item core, obviously getting more items is good. You see Cassandra's really take over games, but you already have a lot of utilities. Umpty, this go for a different build. Going for the experimental X-Blade instead. I think
oh wait, I know we need. Hold on.
Brushes going.
This is perfect.
All my time washing brushes. Let's go into some titanium white.
Absolutely perfect.
Tap the brush.
I'll be right back.
Just get some paint on it here. And let's go.
The Siggy time.
And let's
Man, he's using titanium white. Ooh, that's the best.
Like so. More color on the brush.
When he busts out the titanium white, you know.
And all we're looking for here.
He means business. Be right back.
Shapes. We're not looking for any detail at all. Just let that blend right on out. Something about like that. There. All right, a little more of the titanium white. Another little cloud right here. And you put as many clouds in your world as you want. As many as you want. Or as few. Maybe you don't want any clouds in your world. It's up to you. Up to you. Totally and completely. That's what I like about painting. It gives you freedom. You can experience any world that you want. You can put any dream here that you can conceive. All right. Something about like that. But all we're doing is just putting in some basic little shapes. We really don't care. We're going to take the blender brush in a minute here and just blend these out. And because the canvas is wet up here, you can literally move color. You can make it slide right on the canvas. Well, we had a sky full of clouds here. Maybe, yeah, one up right there. Something about like that. Let that blend right on out to nothing. Wherever. All right, let's get our little blender brush. These little blender brushes are very, very soft. As my father used to say, they're tender as a mother's love. There we are. There. And in my case, that was certainly true. I'm very prejudiced, but I think I had the greatest mother there was. Beautiful, beautiful lady. And I hope she's watching now. There. Just see how you fluff that up with that little blender? It just goes right over. Right over. There. Okay. And once again, in your world, you decide how many clouds live in it. Or how few. And that's basically all there is to making a lot of clouds very quickly. Okay, we'll wash the old blender brush off. And I'll wash it the same way. A little paint thinner in there. It's not as much fun to beat that one though. Didn't make near the mess. With a little blender, I normally wipe it on a paper towel or a clean rag afterwards, because you want it as dry as possible. Go take some black, some Prussian blue, a little brown, a little lizard crimson, whatever. Maybe a little more of that crimson. I like crimson. It's one of my favorite colors. All right, pull it out as flat as you can get it, cut across, get a little roll of paint. There you can see it, right down the edge of the knife. And we had a mountain in our world, and it lived right here. All we're looking for initially is the shape of the top here. That's really all we're looking for. We could care less what's happening elsewhere. We will later, but right now, that's all we're looking for. Right there. Just this nice outside edge up here. That's all. That's all. Very little paint.
What's he
All
cooking?
we're doing is staining the canvas. Does not take a lot of paint. We'll put a little bump right there.
MediaCom at 1240.
Drop it in. In your world, you have total and absolute power. Scrape it hard. You can probably hear that. Get in there and pull that paint off. You cannot get it all off. Don't worry about it. The only way you could get the canvas back to where you could paint another color is to wash it with paint thinner. Just rinse it off, which is okay. I do that frequently.
Bob fucking Ross,
Careful
dude.
painting. I just wipe it off and take a little paint thinner, wipe down the canvas, let it dry. Now there'll be a stain on there still. But when you put your liquid white, black, clear, whatever on it, it's okay. You can paint right over it. Give it a few minutes to dry though after you take the paint thinner and wipe it down. All right.
Making some mountains.
You know, one of the questions I hear over and over in the letters that we get from fantastic people all over the country is, can I use acrylics to do this? I wished you could. Acrylics, they're a fantastic
Damn, I was wondering if you could use
just dry
acrylics too.
rapidly. This is a wet-on-wet technique. So we depend on it staying wet through the entire paint.
All right, let's dominate.
And we do.
Bob Ross has 1,400 viewers. What the fuck?